going on, man? This is Ice Enigma.
Yeah, and this is Steve Enigma, and this is Enigmas Unchained. So, now, let's go to the last one, which are plot conveniences. We touched on a few so far. Plot conveniences of the Batman. Like things that dictated that the Batman had to be around, or things that dictated that he survived a particular situation. I'm going to take a minor one that always annoyed me. I'm not even going to go to dark side, and I think those are the big ones that people normally think about. I'm gonna take a small-time villain. Especially like watching, Batman Begins and like the animated series. I was like, that sucks to be dead by now. Scarecrow.
You should.
Scarecrow, fear toxin, right? All right, first off, we can get into like how he weaponized fear toxin with like a little bit of change again. We ain't gonna get in there, but but let's just take the hypothetical along with the Batman, who is absolutely hypothetical, and he get dosed with fear toxins that he always said it was the highest dose of fear toxin that would like pretty much make a person's heart explode with fear, right? Like the Scarecrow would be real, which is like, I just hit you with the highest dose I've ever made, and it's gonna be like this amount will make your heart stop in 15 minutes. The Batman's on an hour and a half, laying on the floor, help me, in a movie, I think I hadn't laughed that hard at a Batman movie in a long time when he got hit with fear toxin. Batman Begins, and your boy put it back on and he survived. I was like, okay, wait, pause. Okay, there are people dying in the streets to smaller doses, but because you Batman, you can just get off. You just get off because you Batman. Oh, well, it's just, or the old school plot convenience. It's his force of will. Pimpin'. Snake Venom don't care about your force of will.
Neurotoxin does not care about your will to live.
It doesn't. It's gonna just affect.
And see, here's the thing: your will to live does not equate your ability to remain sane when you are full of drugs. Let's say your will to live actually allowed you to restart your heart. You could survive the anaphylactic shock. You could survive the overdose, so that you don't die like a fiend in the street, right? Let's say your will to live actually did pull that off, because there are some people with incredible wills to live and they could survive, crazy body trauma. So that does not guarantee that you're going to still be the genius detective when you wake up from an epinephrine shot into your heart. You won't be in your right mind, because you know what he always does after, like, and it's in every movie, every video game. He gets back up. He goes back to the lab or to the Batmobile.
Yep.
Hits himself with a syringe so he can draw his blood, so that he can stick it into the back computer, analyze the Scarecrow's toxin, and to be able to make an antidote that will fix him and then fix everybody else in Gotham. Yes. Every Scarecrow plot, that's what happens. Every single time. Every video game, every movie, every character.
Every single time.
So even if your will to live kept you from dying from those drugs, you should not be coherent enough or smart enough to be able to get the chemical ratios right, especially in an hour, to be able to create an antidote that's going to save Gotham. That's not real life.
What be getting me though is like, at least, and once again, Tim Burst did it better again, because Tim Burst Batman had like cats, or he had rats or something like that. He actually tested stuff on while he was in the lab. In any other iteration that we watched, there is no cats and there is no rats. There's nothing.
Nope. He goes straight to the back computer.
He just goes straight to the back computer, figures it out. Hour later, he ain't got no trial runs or nothing like that. He's gonna inject this into the next fool. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to Johnson & Johnson people. You know what I'm saying? He out here he out here in the streets really trying to do that. He's like, well, we hadn't done clinical trials yet, but
he will take a bucket of his antidote and dump it in the water system. He will go to a water tower. He's done that before. You know what?
He has. Every Batman is war crimes Batman. It's like, look, you know, like there's a.
That's a war crime.
It's a war crime. It's like there's no other way to cut it.
Go put untested drugs.
He just dumps it in. He's like, oh, you know, this will counteract the toxins. How we know Batman? I just know. Nah, bro. That's what Johnson & Johnson said. And look what happened. I'm not getting into this situation. I'm not about to fall for this trap. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. Like, wait a minute. There is a problem here that the Batman has to deal with. Like, when by the plot dictates that he just knows exactly what to do with the information that he was given. Oh, you know, I just know Mr. Freeze's core temperature of his body is like 24.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So all I have to do is raise it by X amount of things, and I have the proper weapon for that. He ain't never really dealt with no sucker like this ever in the history of ever. And all of a sudden, he got like a whole heat suit. How in the world? Like, Batman, how is this possible, bro? The plot dictates that he has that suit.
Let's say he did have the intellect and somehow the 5 doctorate degrees that it would require for him to know that to possess the knowledge that he has to be accurate about that. Let's say that let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he has the 5 to 9 doctorate degrees that would allow him to come up with these accurate deductions, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been hit in the head real good, but you can't put an SD card in anything with a concussion. You don't have the motor function to be able to do delicate small tooth operations with a concussion. It's just not possible. You have no sense of balance. You're vomiting. You have sensitivity to light. You're not going to be able to sit in front of a computer screen with a concussion. It's just not going to happen.
Not the Batman. The Batman, you know, what he going to end up doing, that sucker will be doing flips and getting yanked around, but with the grandma, and they having a full-on concussion. It's like, bro, like any slight trauma extra to your head literally could kill you. I'm the Batman. No, like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. You know, so
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If he fights Deathstroke, Deathstroke is gonna catch a fade, but Deathstroke's gonna get some hits in. Mm-hmm. Like, Batman has gotten concussions before fighting Slade. That has actually happened. And so he's not going to figure out the antidote with a concussion. It's just not, that's not a reasonable conclusion, but the plot allows him to do so.
You know, so even like thinking about the, another tidbit of plot convenience is, at least the one that I can think of that's like not, I would like no longer dealing with the villain, so to speak. Is that to me, every villain is a plot convenience for Batman. It's like Batman be beating suckers on coincidences. I'm like, no, look, bro. He beat Mr. Freeze with chicken noodle soup. I'm not. I mean, you understand? You understand how mad I was at that joint, man, in the cartoon. Even when I was a kid, I was mad because I love Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is just something dynamic about. I forget your boy name. He was a Syrian refugee. That sucker, man. His voice was beautiful. And he just knew how to drag the words right to pull you into the moment. You know, like think about it, Batman. You know, like he just has such a great. And to watch that dude get beat with chicken noodle soup, I was pissed. I was like, how dare you beat this? You could at least fist fought this dude to a win. No, you gonna beat him with chicken noodle soup? How many times he done beat Two-Face by throwing a bunch of coins in the air? How many times he done beat the Joker with like his own jokes or something like that, and not laughing at something, and then the Joker being like, "That's not funny, bats. That's not it, bats," and he's like sort of like spazzing out. I'm like, this is convenient. Yeah, but outside of those, because every one of the villains, him beating one of these villains is plot convenience, because like he ain't supposed to win half these fights. I'm thinking about
very true.
I'm thinking about his relationship with Selena Kyle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, I'm a Talia al Ghul person. I don't care nothing about Selena Kyle. I'm just gonna keep it at 100. I could care less about Selena. Selena could burn in a fire river as long as Talia al Ghul is around. I'm all right. I'm like that's dang.
The bat and the cat.
Yeah, like I said, like, look, I don't care nothing about Selena. I mean, like, so I believe in Damian Wayne and Talia Al Ghul. That was a better story that they wrote in the past like decade or two. But Batman and Catwoman, it was always this very weird situation where when Catwoman is about to die. I mean, like it's like literally last second she about to catch a grenade launcher or a flamethrower, right? And all of a sudden the Batman is there, right? And for some reason in reverse, every single time the Bat got around Selena Kyle, Calamity hit him. It was like some of the only times Calamity ever hit Batman is when he was around Catwoman, right? Why is it that as the Batman, and I get it, male hormones, we live that life, what I'm saying? We get that, what I'm saying? But this is beyond that. The Batman has had more chances and opportunities to save Selena Kyle and get her away from the situation that she's in, to let her have a better life. Because let's keep it at 100. The Selena Kyles we've seen has had money. The multiple ones that we've had, she wasn't poor. She wasn't poor. She was just in the wrong city. Now, why didn't the Bat just say, you know what? Let me just get you out of Gotham. I'm saying, like, let me just get you out of Gotham. You're like, look, babe, look. I'm gonna give you a trip. I'm gonna get you a ticket. They already got some stuff set up in Europe. You can do your thing in Europe. Just take care of yourself, right? Stay away from Gotham because like she also, like, the further we went along with her story, I can't remember if it was Falcone. She was a daughter of one of the mob, but she's like an illegitimate daughter of one of the mob boss. I can't remember which one it was off top of dome. Somebody that remembers, please send it to me, because I can't remember off top of dome. But she she's a mob boss's daughter. Why would you want to keep her in that city? And the Batman just keeps arresting her behind and throwing her in the same prison cell. He's like, nah, chick, you gonna stay here. She's like, I'm really trying to get away from here. I'm like literally $100,000 away from
I've never really considered how dysfunctional that was.
Yeah, I mean,
when you say that out loud, I was like, the Batman is abusive.
Yeah, Batman's an abusive dude. Because literally, most of the time, she's trying to find a way to get out of Gotham. Am I lying? She's normally like I'm trying to save up money so I can get out of this place. What did Batman do? He put her behind the chains. Well, you're not getting out of here tonight. You're going to jail for your crimes, and I'm gonna see you later on. You know what I'm saying? So see you a little bit later on. But you're going to jail for your crimes right now, though. It's like, Batman. She just told you she was like $5,000 shy. Your grappling hook could fit her bill. That grappling hook, the six grappling hook you went through the past 8 days, yeah, one of those could actually fit her bill for 3 years. If you just gave her one grappling hook, you could just give her a plane ticket, put her away into another country, and she would be fine. Because she's adaptable. She knows how to move throughout places. She knows how to keep herself a low profile. She knows how to do all that stuff, right? Just give her a check. Cut the chick a check and let her go. Nope. Batman's like, you gonna cast these cuffs and you gonna stay in Gotham. Making her a criminal. I'm just saying. She's like the one villain that whose problem he could actually solve. He could actually solve her problems. Like, he can literally solve her problems by cutting her a check. Like I say, all he has to do is not buy another grappling hook. It's like, well, I'll just repurpose the one that I got. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this $200,000 and let me give that to Selena Kyle and let her take care of what she need to take care of. He could have done that anytime he wanted to. That sucker refused. The sucker refuses to help her. Just let that sink in. No, I was saying, this is the Batman everybody be loving on. I'm like, nah, bro, there's something wrong with this dude, man. Something this is severely wrong with this cat. Plot convenience. He like literally just wants Selena Kyle around so he could chase her.
That man wildin', bro. That man wildin'.
Think, but you know what? Let me throw you another one. Let me throw you another one. Think about Two-Face, right? It's his best friend. Okay? It's his best friend.
Let the record show. Let the record show.
Yeah, right. So like that. Now this is dudes like, I mean, they always talked about how Harvey Dent and Bruce Wayne, when they were young, they was tight, right? You know what I'm saying? They always talked about that. Like, oh yeah, they were good friends growing up, and Bruce Wayne's always been around y'all. So he should have known about Big Bad Harv. Let's go and throw that to the side right now. He just got selective memory. but he didn't know anything about, you know, this alter ego that he had. So I'll give him a pass on that. But when his friend got hurt, rather than getting his friend the best care, he threw that sucker in Arkham, and tortured that dude. Pretty much, he just subjected that dude to torture.
He did send that dude to the asylum.
Yeah.
Like, and sending a mentally ill person to the insane asylum was essentially saying, I don't want you to get healthy.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, well, we don't need you to rehabilitate. We just need you to get out so I can fight you again. That's pretty much, Batman is literally, he created this cesspool. He created this cesspool so he could be king. He is the emperor of flies, not the king. He's not the lord. He's the emperor of flies. This dude is like, if you ever watched the movie The Lord of the Flies or read the book, this one boy like kind of like kept the situation where all these kids they could not escape, and he made himself their lord off a plaque of conveniences. He's like, I can just rule over these cats any way I want to, anywhere. That's Batman. Batman is literally dictating.
Every Batman is war crimes Batman.
Every Batman is war crimes Batman. If you don't remember anything out from this podcast, every Batman is war crimes Batman.
It's actually the truth.
It's actually the truth.
He just does unconscionable human rights violations like all the time.
He's doing it every single day. Matter of fact, think about Dick Grayson. You know, it's like think about Dick Grayson, right? This dude just like. Don't
get me started on that.
No. We need to do this before we get off. That's what we need to do. Dick Grayson, right? This kid like raised in a circus. That means that they were poor. Let's call a spade. They weren't making money being in a circus. They were not making cheddar. His family gets killed in front of him, right? What's Bruce Wayne's first response to that? Let me put this boy out in the streets. Let me adopt him because he knows the pain that I share. And let me put him out in the streets? That's your first response to trauma. It's a give him more trauma.
Putting him in danger on a regular basis, letting him go face to face with hardened criminals.
They get mad.
A lot of those criminals are like rapists. And stuff like this.
Yeah, like literally, yes.
Expose them to danger.
like rapist, child molesters, and he's throwing this boy out there in a leotard with his legs out. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Whoa! I just had a revelation. That's the reason why Teen Titans Go Robin is so unhinged. It's because of Batman. Yo, I thought they was just wilding, but it actually, Teen Titans Go Robin is actually a reasonable rendition of a Robin who's struggling to be sane after working with Batman.
You know, that's fair. So I need you to, because I get where you're coming from, because we got the history of like Jason. It's like, if I'm not mistaken, Teen Titans Robin is Tim Drake. It's either he's a blend between Tim Drake or he's Dick Grayson. It's like normally a toss up. He's not Jason Todd, but it's normally like a toss up between those two. He's either a perfect blend between the Todd on Drake or he's Grayson. So yeah, but break that down for the people, because that we can end on this. Yeah, like it's like this is real stuff right here. this is what it gets.
So like the Teen Titans universe, both Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, Robin is a sort of obsessive character who is trying to basically live up to Batman's example, and he's hungering for an arch nemesis. So like in the serious Teen Titans, that first series, when he encounters Slade, he goes a little bit overboard to the point where he's willing to make himself a villain to deal with Slade. It was really kind of absurd. Now they take his character and they really exaggerate it a lot and make him really unhinged and narcissistic and thirsty for attention in Teen Titans Go. And at first I thought, like, why are you exaggerating him to that degree in Teen Titans Go? But as we talk about the father figure that Batman is. It's like, actually, an unhinged, extremely insecure boy is all that you can be if you witness your parents' murder and then you're being exposed to rapists and killers and stuff like that day in and day out, seeking the approval of a man who won't give it to you.
And to add an additional level of shade to the situation, especially when you deal with the Tim Drake, like the to me it was my favorite Robin, the one who became the Red Robin. He was the smartest one. He was probably a better detective than Batman, right? So if you corrupt that kid that literally just grew up in the slums that you just just pretty much adopted from a family, like which is what happened with Tim Drake situation. If you corrupt him, what hope did Dick Grayson have? What hope? What hope did Dick Grayson have? I mean, like Dick Grayson literally had the full-on trauma of losing his family in front of him. He saw it, just like the Bat, right? Batman's whole stick was that, he understood the pain that Dick was facing at the particular point in time. So he was like, look, I just want to, take care of him, make sure that he's fine, right? At least that's the facade that we got. But imagine this boy who just lost a full-fledged family. He gets adopted by this goddamn dude he's still a boy. Let's keep it at 100 now. Batman is not a man. He's still a boy. Emotionally, he's still a boy. And he gets adopted by this man child. And this man child literally says, I'm going to just go and start whooping your behind now. What? Can you imagine that first week after the funeral? And the Batman's like, all right, come with me. And he takes him downstairs and just start whipping his behind. Like, yeah, your foot stance is off. It's like, but dude, I just lost my family. I'm still trying to your process grief with pain. And he just like starts beating the dude up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Beats the dude up for a couple months till he gets somewhat better. And he's like, all right, now you're ready. And then he throws a suit at him. Yeah, put this on and you can hide your
child
pain.
Soldier.
Yes.
He took a vulnerable, grieving child and turned him into a soldier.
That dude became Idris Elba. Beast of No Nation.
He's a beast with no nation. Dude is a beast with no nation. This dude is Al Mualim, son. He's the head of the Templar Order.
Bruh.
Look, I enjoy Batman, but Batman, he's evil. He's like Goku. Goku is a trash character.
Yes, absolutely. If you have not watched it, look up Long Beach Griffey and let him enlighten you to something that the Enigmas have been saying for a full-fledged year. Goku is the villain. And if you don't believe that, then that's a problem that I can't correct that. I just can't help you out because Goku has always been the villain. Vegeta has literally been a side character that's been saving everybody's lives. He's been clutch every single time when somebody need to do something. Goku need to re-heal or something like that. Guess who come in clutch? Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Gohan about to get tore up by the abandoned Dan Kamehameha. You know what I'm saying? Vegeta's there. Vegeta's there to hit himself in the back to distract him just long enough for the abandonment Kamehameha wave to go ahead and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And in the same, so Batman in that same vein has taken Batgirl and literally had sex with Batgirl. Let's not get this twisted now. The Bat then laid down with Batgirl. And Batgirl was dating Dick Grayson.
And he knew Grayson was like all about. Yeah. Batman's pretty off. Batman's the Goku of the DC universe. The whole DC universe until you get to like the outskirts of the DC universe, where with Constantine and Lucifer and spending a lot of time in that realm.
Oh my goodness, man!
In the inner circle of the DC realm, he's Goku. In the inner realm of the DC realm doesn't really work without Batman. Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, Batman's actually been carrying DC on his back for 30 years now. Mm-hmm. There are no good. There really aren't very many good live action DC films. The ones that are consistently good, that continue to draw a crowd, draw interest, and be able to sell merch. I've got to be honest with that. It's Batman.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and this is a good place to end. That's one of the reasons why we both agree that the Batman that should have gotten a shine that never got shine was the realest Batman to ever live. It's Batman beyond Batman. It's Terry McGinnis Batman. You know what I'm saying? Terry McGinnis Batman is like the unsung hero of Batman. Like that dude he was real. He was at 100. You know what I'm saying? He was real.
He was the best Batman, easily.
Yeah, he's the best Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like literally from construction and understanding who he was, you know, it just made the most sense. Now here's the crazy thing, because I remember when they were writing the Batman Beyond situation, they talked about how Bruce Wayne had actually gotten Barbara Gordon pregnant, and that's what caused the rift between like the Bat family for the most part. It's that like Dick Grayson was considering marrying this chick, and she's literally laying up with Batman. And she got pregnant by Batman, and Batman had to man up and tell the dude that, yo, yeah, just let you know, I got her pregnant. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this is
like we have Nightwing because Bruce was smashing Barbara.
Yes, yeah, we have this. Oh my goodness. Saying it's a look. Batman make villains every day. You know what I'm saying? He's making villains just by walking outside, not because he's such a good guy, but because that sucker be seeking to inflict pain on people that don't really need pain. You know, so in comparison, think about the Flash, and this I'm really gonna close real though. You know what I'm saying? You can give him a perspective on this. Think about the Flash. And how the Flash is actually quite delicate. Well, like, you know, he's had some very rough villains, but he's actually learned how to deal with certain villains in a particular way. You know, every one of them didn't need a fist fight. You know, so like that, I think that's why Flash is one of the more favorites in this situation, because Flash figured out ways to actually help people. You know, like it wasn't just him going out and boxing suckers because he want to box, and the Batman is the only. Even Superman will go fly up to the top of the thing and sit down and talk with a person. Even Deadpool does this. Do you understand? God dang. Deadpool even sits beside people and talks to people. It's like, yo, look, man, maybe you don't want to be doing this. Now Batman's like, man, fuck you. I'm going to kick you off this doggone bed.
And if you notice with Deadpool, unless Deadpool has a vendetta against you, Deadpool never actually wants to fight. He will fight and he will kill.
Yeah.
But if we can if this exchange can end with humor, he's all for that too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me because you think about that, Joy. Like Deadpool doesn't really, he murks people that like honestly they usually need to be murked. I'm not a fan of Deadpool, like a big fan, but I understand the character. He normally is murking people that's supposed to be murked. But when a person is like hurting, you know, so I remember there was one comic book, I can't remember the issue, but I remember it was a kid looking for Spider-Man, and you know his costume, you know, even that was the joke. You know, when we were younger, they made him look like that because they wanted to fool us as kids to look at Deadpool. I mean, I had a Deadpool toy, so I thought it was Spider-Man with swords. I'm not even gonna say in front of you. I literally thought that, yo, Spider-Man got swords, yo. And my son was playing Marvel superheroes, and he saw Deadpool hopping around the corner. And he said, "Hey, Dad, that's Spider-Man." I said, that's how Deadpool got over. Deadpool got over because his suit looks very similar to Spider-Man's suit. But, you know what, I remember it was one comment, it was a kid sitting on top of a building or something like that. That was having a bad day. And Deadpool, like it was a little girl, and she was looking for Spider-Man. Spider-Man didn't show up. So she was mad, and she was having like thoughts and stuff like that. Deadpool shows up. And he pulls off his mask, showing his old raggedy face just to make her laugh, you know, because he's trying to find a way to get her off of that, and just tell her that, you know, like look, man, look at how jacked up I look, and you see how like I don't like living a whole lot either, but at least I still want to live. And he talked the girl down. Batman, no, I got a comic book where Batman is fighting Two-Face, and there's a black boy. I never forget this as long as I live. I cannot remember the issue. Once again, it's like one of them says, I don't remember issues. I just remember what's in the content. I remember the content in the issue. But this black boy was taken by Two-Face, and Two-Face was like, you know, holding the kid kind of hostage, but he was kind of doing it because the kid wanted to be a hostage. That was something you end up finding out that the kid was like, yeah, you can just take me and kill me. Like literally, that was the whole premise of this situation. Was that the kid was like, yeah, you can just take me and kill me, Two-Face. I mean, it's a win-win situation for you. If they get caught, it is what it is. If you don't, it's a little boy, black boy. Batman rolls in, fights with Two-Face, as he would normally do. This is his best friend, by the way. Just throw that out there. It's still his best friend now. He fights with this dude, and then he gets to the black boy. He's like, "You're safe," and the boy was like, "No, you don't understand. I want to die." Batman had no answer. Batman was sitting there looking at the dude like, huh?
I can just. There's two things that popped in my mind right away. I could hear like Kevin Conroy. Didn't see the Timber's Kevin Conroy Batman screaming Harvey. Well, Harvey. Well, trying to deal with Two-Face, and then I can also see like the horrified, wide-eyed Batman look when the kid revealed that he was trying to. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, Batman.
Every Batman is war crimes Batman, even in the Timbers. Every Batman is war crimes.
Every single Batman is war crimes Batman. Let that stick into your brain. Any last thoughts, brother, before we get off?
If you are having depression and suicidal thoughts, that is not a laughing matter. Please get help.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk to someone you love. Don't let that sit. Batman is a beloved character. I have spent a lot of my life and childhood, enjoying Batman and enjoying Batman products. I have Batman games in my house. But Batman is not your role model. He is a terrible human. He's a terrible, selfish human being who hates his city. He don't love his city, or he would have reinvested in a meaningful way.
These are facts. I mean,
I don't rock with the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I echo what Ordinary Fellow just said too. Definitely, if you need help, get help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean that at the utmost. Like, utmost, we're not joking about people's mental health. We talking about the Batman. Batman's a villain. It's a different situation. But if you need help, please get help. But back on the Batman topic, there is no redeemable quality about the Bat. He has glimpses of hope. Like Bruce Wayne's Batman has glimpses of hope, just a few. But he has too many plot conveniences, plot armors, and stuff like that makes it to where like it feels like if he's shot in the east and a guy was standing in the west, a bullet will curve in the air on a windless day to go to that dude. That's how it feels watching Batman. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's like it doesn't make sense at all anymore. It just doesn't. Terry McGinnis on Batman should be the one that we should be having right now. I don't know why we don't have that yet. People are insane to think that we got an old Michael Keaton that could actually fit the Bruce Wayne role right now, and we still don't have a goddamn Terry McGinnis Batman. Not even getting into that a whole lot because that angers me, because I'm like, we have an older, capable Michael Keaton that would be happy to play the old Bruce Wayne. Ready to go.
So in a nutshell, Batman is neither skilled enough, rich enough, or morally good enough to be a good superhero, but the plot makes him morally good enough, skilled enough, and rich enough to do impossible feats.
Absolutely. That's a good summation, brother. Every Batman is war crimes Batman. Take that with you. This has been another episode of Enigmas Unchained, Plot Armor, Disrupting the Bat. Hopefully you have some thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed this as well. But until then, solve those enigmas. Don't leave them unsolved. And cover your face and wash your filthy hands. We almost out this sucker. We almost done now. Cover up your face and wash your filthy hands. And please, just think about the person that's standing next to you.